Hi friends, so in today's video I will tell you how can you change your beliefs to match your desires so that you become manifestation magnets. First I'll tell you in brief what are belief systems, then how do the belief systems actually affect our manifestations, how can we know what are our current belief systems, and what are the ways in which we can change the belief systems. At the end of the video you will get some bonus points if you last till the end of the video. If you watch till the end of the video. So what are belief systems? Belief systems are simply assumptions that we have about ourselves and the world. What we ourselves are, our self-concept and how the world works. So the way the belief systems are, they are stored in our subconscious and we think that they are the absolute truth. Belief systems can be both empowering or disempowering. So examples of an empowering belief system is that the world is a beautiful place, everybody is helpful, the universe always has my back, money is abundant in the world, people are always friendly. Examples of disempowering belief are that I don't deserve this, I will never be able to make money because money is a lot of hard work, or I don't have the talent and I am not enough, I don't deserve to be happy, I am not worthy of love. See, all these are the disempowering beliefs. Our subconscious mind always works within the confines of our belief systems. Our mind is always looking for evidence that supports our belief system, and the rest of the thing in the world it ignores. So what happens is we always gather evidence which strengthens our belief system, and this way the cycle of behavior repeats. So basically whatever belief we hold on tightly to it. We don't even know it is there. Our brain just sees the world according to the lens of our belief systems, and so that our old belief keeps strengthening. So basically till we loosen this grip of belief on our mind, things will not change for us. So let's see how do we do that. So what happens is that we set our goals with a conscious mind, but actually the goal achievement, the work to be done to achieve the goal is done by the subconscious mind. This happens because 95% of the time we are operating from a subconscious mind. Let's say I have a desire, I want to be a millionaire, but my subconscious has a programming that I don't deserve so much money. Because of my past programming, I feel I can't be that rich. So my subconscious will simply reject my goal, and I will never be able to achieve it however much I try with my conscious mind. That is the reason it is important that we change our belief systems. So to know our belief systems, the first way is that we need to sit in self-reflection and self-inquiry. We need to analyze our behavior and think a little about it, like why did we behave the way we did? What is the thinking behind it? We have to look for repetitive patterns in things that happen with us. Suppose we are already having an angry outburst with people, we should know that there is definitely something wrong with the belief systems that we have. One very good way of knowing our beliefs, see when things are going normal, hunky-dory, we are all behave very nicely. But whenever we are under little stress, how do we behave? That time our real behavior comes out. So keep track of how you are reacting under stress, and you will come to know your patterns very easily. Second thing is the feedback from our friends and family. So like, does your family say that you're lazy, or like you lose your temper easily? So like pay attention to the feedback that you're getting from people you're close to, because they may well be pointing finger at your underlying belief systems. Also, when we look at patterns, we should see, like, do we always behave like a victim in any situation? Do we try to blame others for what is happening to us? Or else in one job we have a problem with our boss, so we change our job, but in the next job also are we ending up having a similar kind of confrontation or problem with our boss? So then it is definitely something to do with our incorrect belief system. Before we go on to see how do we go about changing our belief systems, we need to have knowledge about our belief systems. The first thing is that we see the world through the lens of our belief system. So suppose we think that life is a struggle. Always we'll see that struggles will come up in our life, and we feel that yes, our belief system is true. So it's a vicious cycle that repeats, because we are always viewing the world through the lens of the belief system. So even this knowledge is, if you have this knowledge, is the first step in knowing that you can change it and you can become better, you can get better results. That's one. Second thing is, we should know that the belief is not the absolute truth. Every person's truth is different. my reality is different from the next person's reality. I mean, the same thing, even if we see the same thing, we will perceive it differently. So we should know that. Third thing is that we can definitely change our belief systems. We are human beings, we are not animals. So we have been given the intellect by nature, by God, which we are supposed to use, and with our proper thought process we can change our belief system, so we can have the best experience of life here. We can become creators of our own life. We can become manifestation magnets. Basically, the whole premise of LOA, law of attraction, is this, right? Thoughts create reality. Thoughts become things. So thoughts, when we think correct thoughts, they go into our subconscious, give us a correct belief systems, and we get good results out in the world. So there are two ways of going about changing our subconscious. See, the thing is the conscious mind also acts like a gatekeeper, because if you see, if whatever we think just keeps going in the subconscious mind, so it will result in a chaos in our life, because subconscious will just start bringing it to reality whatever we think. So the conscious mind's one job is like a gatekeeper, so it lets only very few things trickle down to the subconscious mind. So there are two ways of reaching the subconscious. One is to go through the conscious mind, so which means that it should allow you inside. With its permission you can go. And second thing is to bypass the conscious mind and go directly to the subconscious. So first I'll tell you the ways of going through the conscious mind. First way is repetition. So you remember how when in school, how do we learn tables? We simply repeat them. Once it goes into the subconscious, it is like, it's just there. I mean, we can't make a mistake then. It is very clearly there. Subconscious will, in terms of goals, subconscious will just get it for us. So by repetition. So suppose now, take my earlier example that I want to be a millionaire. So then I have to write affirmations both for myself and the world, which will support me in becoming a millionaire. Okay, so I say things like, I am a money magnet, I love money, I can exchange my talent, like I can give my skills and talents and my services to people, and people will come queuing up to get my services and give me a lot of money. Then I have to write affirmations about the world, like money is abundant in the world, and if I take some money, it is not that other person is not going to get. So I have to write supporting affirmations. Just keep repeating the support, and also the universe always has my back. The universe is always helping me to fulfill my goals. I am put here in this world to thrive. So repeat the affirmations over a period of around 60 days, along with your normal goal related affirmations, and it will soon go into your subconscious mind. You may not believe this, but this is how it works, because this uses an ability of the brain called neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity means as we learn new things and new ideas, our brain gets rewired. So today I may be having a self-concept that I am not a person who can have a lot of money, but if I keep repeating that I am rich, I am wealthy, and money keeps flowing to me, soon my self-concept changes, and actual structure of my brain, the connection between neurons change. I get a new pathway in the brain. So it is like you keep trotting on a path in the jungle, on the grasses. So every day you walk there, it becomes stronger and stronger. The grass is trodden and we get a path there soon. Similar thing happens in our brain. So repetition is very, very important. Another thing I'll tell you about the brain is that the brain doesn't know the difference between the actual thing happening and that you just saying it or imagining it, because you see, brain is like a black box. The experiences don't go inside the brain, right? It is just your thoughts about the experiences that go in the brain. So even when you're seeing the real thing, it's your thoughts only that are operating your brain, and the chemicals are released and the pathways are formed just depending on your thoughts. So even without the actual reality being there, when you think about it as if it is actually there, it just goes and rewires your brain. So that is the first way, repetition. Second thing we need to do is we need to keep a check on our self-talk. So basically our mind is like a chatterbox, and in everything it keeps giving its opinion. Suppose today I decide I want to join the gym. It will tell me, no, like you're old, so like how will you go to the gym? People are going to laugh at you. So you have to be vigilant to what kind of self-talk are you doing. Are you telling yourself that you are a loser, or are you telling yourself that you are a winner? Because so then whenever you catch a negative self-talk, you have to replace it with its opposite, which is a positive self-talk. For this you have to get into the habit of observing your thoughts. So initially you should just take a slot of 10 minutes, let's say when you are doing something physical, like probably you are doing the dishes or something like that, and then you start observing your thoughts. So once you start the practice, you will see that many thoughts are coming to your mind. Once you start observing them, what will happen is that the thoughts are going to slow down. So actually you will be able to catch your thought, because initially it is going to be even difficult to catch the thoughts because the mind is going to go so fast. So once you catch your thoughts, you know that whether your mind is telling you something negative. And yeah, for this also one concept you should know is that you are not actually your mind. Your mind is an instrument that is there, that is internal instrument which you have to use to do good in this world, like have a good life. You are not the mind, because when you, for example, let's say when you go to sleep, when you are in deep sleep, is your mind active? No, you are not having any thoughts at that point of time. But when you get up from deep sleep, what do you say? You say that I slept very well. So who is this I? So there is an I which is separate from your mind, and mind is just a collection of thoughts. So basically that's how you know that you can observe your thoughts. So once the thought is an object that you observe, it's very easy for you to change it, because it's just a thought. Why are you saying negative things to yourself? Just say positive things. Also you should know that it is not too complicated. Okay, so what is the opposite of what I'm thinking? It's not so complicated. There are only two basic states that we are in, and the one is based on love and the other is based on fear. So if you are in the state of love, if you love yourself, if you love everyone, if you love the universe, you are going to have feelings of joy, bliss, contentment, courage, ambition. All these things you will have, kindness and confidence. Whereas if you are operating from a feeling of fear, you will have things like hate, jealousy, comparison, lack, and feeling of not being enough. So just see whether are you in love now or are you in fear. So you just replace one with the other. That's how it should be done. So that's the second point, that mind your self-talk. A third way of going to the subconscious through your conscious is evidence gathering. So I'll tell you a story. From 1886, many athletes in the world were trying to break the 4-minute mile barrier. What it means is that nobody was able to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. So people kept trying and trying and trying from 1886. Now then in 1952, everybody's hopes was pinned on a guy called John Landy. So from 1952 to 54, Landy tried. Landy gave up, saying that no, I am not, because he just fell short by 2 seconds. So he said, no, I will not be able to do this. It is just an impossible task. Then what happened in 1954? Another athlete called Robert Bannister. He ran for a mile in 3 minutes 59 seconds, 59.2 seconds. So successfully breaking the 4-minute mile barrier. Now what happened? A record which was not established for 66 years. From 1886 people were trying to do this and nobody was able to do it. But within 46 days of Roger Bannister breaking this record, the Bannister's record was broken. Somebody ran this 1 mile in less than whatever the 3 minutes 59.2 seconds. And guess who broke Bannister's record? It was none other than Landy. So the same athlete who had declared to the whole world after trying for 2 years that I will not be able to do it, how did he do it? Because in front of his mind the evidence has come that yes, it is humanly possible to break this barrier. So evidence gathering, once our conscious mind sees an evidence of a thing, okay, this thing can be done, it will accept it and it will change the belief system from not possible to possible. So you can use this in your life. I can give you an example. Suppose a child is preparing for CAT, which is the entrance exam to IIM, and she's having self-doubts whether I'll be able to do it or not. So all she has to do is go in the past, see her academic performance, where all did she perform well academically in the past, and that will convince her mind that yes, I can do it. Another way of going to the subconscious mind and changing beliefs is when some authority figure tells us to do something. So if a person is having some problem, he came with some borderline sugar in his tests, and the doctor tells him that you have to exercise regularly, otherwise you will have diabetes and you will have such and such problem. So it just, it's a young person, let's say, so it just goes straight in his mind, in his subconscious mind, and the person who was so lazy till yesterday starts exercising regularly. So this is how the instructions from authority figures work to reprogram a belief system. So it's very important that we follow some mentor who we trust, so, and who is knowledgeable. So whatever belief systems, whatever teachings they tell us, it goes straight in our subconscious mind, we accept it and we improve our lives. Way of reaching to subconscious to reprogram belief system is that we bypass the conscious mind. So first way of doing this is via meditation. So when we go deep into meditation, we reach the alpha brain waves. So alpha brain waves is nothing but a very relaxed mind, where the analytical mind is not active. So we have access to a subconscious. So once we go into a meditative state and do our visualizations, the imagery that comes in our visualization is directly implanted in our subconscious mind, and that is how if we do a regular visualization each and every day after going into meditative state, at least 45 days, our belief systems can change. So you always do your affirmations and visualization after going into a meditative state, and you will be able to reach your subconscious mind. Second way of bypassing the conscious mind is when the brain is in a theta state. Theta state is a state which is even lower than alpha. See, the beta state is when we are active and doing our regular work. Alpha is just when our mind is very relaxed, and theta is when we have just gone into sleep. Not very deep sleep, but just drifting off to sleep. So that time, if we listen to any recorded affirmations, that goes in our subconscious mind. So every day, that also we have to repeat, every day, for everything for subconscious to record it, it has to be repeated. So you can record affirmations in your own voice and play it when you're going to sleep, and every day you do it, it gets implanted in your subconscious mind. Another way of accessing the subconscious is that for example, in the morning when you are brushing, when you get up in the morning, you as it is in the alpha state. So then when you are brushing, you use your non-dominant hand. So you use your left hand if you are righty to brush. So when you are doing that, your conscious is totally occupied with the activity of brushing. So your subconscious is open. So you look in the mirror and say affirmations like, I am the best, I deserve the best, and money is just flowing to me. So these affirmations will also directly be recorded in your subconscious. Keep repeating it over a period of days, 30 to 60 days, and your subconscious is going to be reprogrammed. Then there is something called subliminals. Subliminals means what? Sub means below the limit of the conscious mind. So subliminals can be auditory or video. So here we will talk of auditory subliminals. So basically there is some music of a particular frequency playing, which also relaxes our mind, and then below our level of hearing, they have recorded affirmations in their own voice, and when we hear it, conscious mind is not able to perceive it, and it goes and process it. So it goes directly in a subconscious mind, and that's how it's recorded there directly. So you can listen to subliminals, and they record subliminals for various things like to get good looks, to get money, to lose weight. So you can choose subliminals and listen to them. And again, same thing, you got to listen to them over a period of time, 30 to 60 days, and then your mind gets reprogrammed. But you have to pick up subliminals from a trusted source, because you don't know what they are recording. Plus also they may have recorded correctly, but you don't know how your mind is going to perceive them. So you have to be very, very careful in whose subliminal are you listening to. Better you go in the comment section of that particular video and see how users have felt, and try it out for yourself. And also do not listen to subliminals for many things at one time. Choose anyone and listen over a period of time, see the effect on you, see how it goes, and take it further from that. Another thing that you need to do to get good beliefs is that you have to surround yourself with positive people, because the minds of people who you are staying with will affect your mind. So if you are staying with low vibration people who think negative, your thinking is going to be affected, and you are going to have negative thinking. Always look to get new experiences. So new experiences like traveling, learning a new language, or playing a musical instrument, that rewires our brain. New experience, new learning will rewire our brain. So with new experience, what happens is our brain gets used to the idea of being a little fluid, like neuroplasticity gets activated. So then we are not so stuck with our way of thinking or our belief systems, and it's easy for us to change our belief systems. We also need to release the past traumas that we may be suffering from. So if you are holding on to anything from your past like that, that will come in way of your manifestations. There are two very good techniques of releasing past trauma, which is EFT and inner child healing. So EFT is emotional freedom technique or tapping. So there you tap on various points on your body, in and around your face. So nerves get activated. These nerves are connected to the brain. The brain pathways open up. You can put in new emotions in place of the old low vibration emotions that you have. For example, that if somebody's gone through a bad breakup, so the first step will be to acknowledge you're feeling sad because of that. So you say, like, you have to tap your this karate chop meridian. Okay, I have gone through a bad breakup and I'm feeling very sad about it. I'm feeling very sad. I'm feeling so sad. I'm feeling the sadness is so deep inside me. The pain is really a lot. It's hurting a lot. And you stay with the feeling in the first round. Okay, you stay in the feeling with the first round, and in the second round you change this emotion. You have decided to release this feeling, and I accept myself as I am. I am perfect and whole. I am enough. I am worthy of love. I am very lovable. I am the best. So you program yourself with whatever emotions you want. Inner child healing, what happens is that whatever you lacked as a child, so you have to go to your inner child and make her feel safe. So basically you go into meditation. Imagine yourself when you were a child, around 5 to 7 years of age. Whatever picture comes to your mind will be the correct picture. Imagine yourself sitting alone. Then go to that child as an adult. Approach her, ask her, tell her how are you feeling. Then tell her all good things, that you are so lovely, I love you, you are the best, you are safe with me, I'll take care of you. And hold her hand and bring the child, hug her, bring the child back with you in the present. So this is in brief how the inner child healing works. See, these are just techniques which help us doing that, but once we can just do it with the awareness also. Once we know that it's best to let go of these feelings, decide to let go of them. I mean, just keep concentrating on your being in the present moment and thinking positive. That is also a very good. Accepting yourself as you are. You are perfect. There is nothing lacking. You can do in the world and win the world just as you are. So just believe that. What are the steps that we can do to prevent any further negative programming in our brain? First and foremost, practice gratitude. So when we are grateful for what we have, mind is automatically in a positive frame of mind, because we can just see abundance around us, because we are looking to see what all we have, right? We are counting our blessings. So it always makes us believe that the world is a good place, you know. When we have this kind of feelings that I have a lot of abundance and I have a lot of things to be thankful for, I get more and more things to be thankful for. So that's first. Second thing is, as I said before, you have to surround yourself with positive people, because minds affect minds. So the minds of the people, how they think, how they behave, how they what kind of ambitions do they have, all these things will affect you and your mind. So if possible, be with positive people. One very important thing you can do is that how are beliefs formed? Beliefs are formed by what we intake through our senses. So you should avoid low vibrational content. Do not watch too much news, because it's just full of violence and all bad news, right? So too much news, too much crime serials, scrolling of social media, looking at other people's feeds and feeling jealous, and watching this and that, which is not so great for your mind. So avoid all that. Avoid too much input from all these media, and especially at night just before sleeping and in the morning just after getting up, because your mind is in the alpha state, and what all you see will just directly go in your subconscious and clutter it out fully. It will be like an obstacle in your movement towards your goal, because it just confused with so much information. Always have time for self-reflection. So friends, this is it.